Judge Sonia Bitar. Round of applause. And I know all the people that are here are her friends. Many of them are really long-time friends that we both know in many ways. And that's why when I started looking at people, I said, Sonia, this is a reunion for all the people that you have met since you came to Canada way back in the 70s. And sure enough, we are all really a group of people that know Sonia. So today I am really honored to introduce to you our very dear friend, who for sure will be the counselor of Ward 11. Dear Sonia is not just a friend for us, because she has been part of an organization called Changing Together, a Center for Immigrant Women, back in the 80s when we were international students at the University of Alberta. And we said, maybe we should start something in order to make our new immigrants really come together. And to her, it was just a matter of having an international cafe at that time. But we said, no, it's not just an international cafe for women. We can have a certain kind of an organization where all the women come together. And of course, in 1982, Sonia and I started collaborating with the rest of our international students at the University of Alberta, where we had Dr. Sora Hussein, who did a research and said, we really need a center for immigrant women. And at that time, sure enough, because those were the days when the men can go to Walmart or go to Zellers and have a table of their own and can talk. Women didn't have a place like that. But our center did not just become an international cafe. But that's because there are so many women like our dear Sonia who really started it and really brought it to life to this very day, despite the fact that we have the ups and downs of Changing Together. But she is going to change that world when she becomes the counselor. So for today, I just would want to read Judge Bitar was appointed as a citizenship judge for Edmonton in October 2005 up to January 25, 2012. Previously, she spent 11 years as the executive director of Changing Together, a center for immigrant women. She calls me her boss. But
she was my boss. She was
No, and she's my mentor because it's from Sonia that I learned so much. And that's a mutual relationship between her and myself. She is actively involved in her community, serving as the vice chair for the Alberta Women's Network, Greater Edmonton Foundation, and the National Organization of Immigrant and Visible Minority Women of Canada. She served as a member with the Court Challenge Program and with the Canadian Council for Refugees as an active member for gender issues such as women at risk, trafficking women, settlement and refugee issues, and racism. She also served on special committees including the Vision of Edmonton and the Future Summit of Alberta. Sonia Bitar has been honored as a recipient of the Governor General's Award in commemoration of the President's Case, meaning the famous 5 women, and the Alberta Centennial Medal for the advocacy for multiculturalism, as well as our Queen Elizabeth II, the Diamond and the Golden. Ladies and gentlemen, with great pride, I want to present to you Sonia.
Well, good afternoon, honored guests, friends, family members, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by welcoming all of you to this very special day in my life. Thank you for accepting my invitation and to be here to support my campaign. As a long-time resident of Melbourne, I am committed to bringing a strong voice and energy to working for safe, healthy, and diverse neighborhood for every person in Ward 11. My approach will be to listen, ask, research, consider, and then take the action. I believe that Edmonton has a wealth of strengths in people, its economy, and its spirit of respecting the diversity. City Council has a duty to ensure every person can fully participate and feel a sense of belonging. For the City of Edmonton to be vibrant and sustainable, more future planning is required to keep up with the rapid change and to be proactive in its response. Whether we are planning for 5, 10, or 15 years, the commitment has to be always to improve the quality of life of our residents and to ensure that Edmonton remains the best safe place to live in. I'm always involved in my community, serving as vice chair for Alberta Women's Network, so I'm going to skip this part because Josephine went ahead and talked about it. But recently, I am on the Daughters Day Committee and Advocacy Committee to create a Women Council that work as liaison with all women organizations in Edmonton. I promise to work hard and with integrity to ensure the voice of Ward 11 residents will be heard by council. I have proven to be an advocate on the issues most important to the community and to name a few: safe public transportation, improving existing infrastructure, ensuring a safe and friendly community, enhancing diversity, encouraging community collaboration, enhancing services for seniors, supporting small businesses, encouraging and supporting all residents to get involved with their kids' education. I will collaborate with citizens on grassroots community initiative and with businesses on initiative development. I know that by building positive relationships and communications with all levels of government, we can discover opportunities and work together to meet most of our challenges. I have full respect for the opinion of others, respect of the Canadian heritage, and respect for equality as defined by the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I do believe that we need to get to know each other in order for us to work and live in harmony. I love what the philosopher Henry Louis Bergson said, and I quote, "To exist is to change is to mature is to go on oneself endlessly." I encourage all of you to check the website we have, and I would like to finish by saying thank you very much for taking the time. Saturday is not an easy day to leave your family and to come and see me. Thank you for your support and your help, and God bless you.
Mayor of Leefield, Mr. Nabil Jahaye, a good friend of Sonia.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to declare conflict right away here. I like to call Sonia my sister. This is a privilege for me to be speaking on her announcements today, and I feel privileged also to be with you, speaking about good friend here. I call myself local here in this area. I lived in this area for 12 years before moving to Leefield about 16 years ago, and being the mayor for the past 3 terms and hopefully for the 4th one. I'm working on that. We'll see what happens. I know Sonia as a judge, a citizenship judge that came in and honored us in Leefield by performing 2 citizenship courts in there, and about 160 people. They call Leefield a special place for them because that's where they received their citizenship. And we all remember the people who received their citizenship here in Canada. We all remember the place where we first received that special certificate that pronounces us as good citizen. So when I speak about Sonia, and because we come from the same hometown in Lebanon, I speak with authority about her integrity, her ability to represent everybody, and I think it's an honor and privilege for this Ward 11 to have such a strong representative. I think this is a good choice, and I have full endorsement of her as a councilor for Ward 11 right now, and probably, if we're lucky, the mayor of City of Edmonton in the years to come. I'm very honored to be here today speaking on behalf of my good friend Sonia and Bitar. Thank you very much. Thank you. Something about the second. It's never too late. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now we have Mr. Michael Fair, who's going to speak also on behalf of Sonia, our former
It's a pleasure for me to be here, and I remember, Sonia, when I did this some years ago, the first time you get out and tell people, I'm running, I want you to support me, I think I can do a good job, you need to give me your support, you need to make sure that you're part of my campaign. And that's what I'm here to emphasize today. There are many ways to win an election, but it takes a lot of people working hard, and it takes a lot of money, which is the reality of the world that we live in today. I mean, you look around this room, and you think about Ward 11. It's a very wonderful, unique part of the city. And the way it gets a strong voice, a committed voice, and a person who is beyond reproach and understands what is happening here is because people like you contribute, you put up a sign, you support the work that she's doing, you volunteer in the campaign, and you give money. Lots of money. A campaign in Ward 11, I suspect, to be successful, probably costs about $30,000 to $50,000. When I was running for city council, it took me 20 to 35, and now it's a little higher. When she runs for mayor, it will take probably about 800,000. So 30,000 is small potatoes, I think, but it's important to have that kind of money. And I want to emphasize that that's very significant. It's also significant because at the city level, when you contribute, you're contributing because this is the kind of person you want. There's no tax receipt, you don't get anything back. It's only because you love Sonia, and you know that she's the kind of person to do the work that you want. So, you need to, yes, you need to be generous. You need to be generous. You need to provide money. Sonia has a bank account, I forget the bank.
Under my name.
Under her name.
It's business account.
Yeah, it's a business account. You can give her cash to one of her nephews who will take care of it, or a check, and then you'll get a receipt back with the check. But it's important to do that, and for you and for other people to do that as well. It's what will help make this a successful campaign. Sonia's the top list of a successful campaign, but close beneath that is the financial base you need to make it all happen. I think that. So the next number of weeks until we get to October 21st is a very important time for all of us in this room, and for Sonia in particular. So, a strong voice, a committed person, the kind of person the city needs representing Ward 11. Put your money where your mouth is, give her some money, and let's make this work. So congratulations to you, Sonia.
Thank you, Michael. Now we have another new friend, and that is Alexis Slosh, who really wants to speak also for Sonia. And Wendy.
Hello, and thank you for coming today to pay homage to support our dear friend Sonia. I don't live in this ward. I'm way out in the West End, but my husband and I felt it was really important to be here, just as a voice from someone from the general Edmonton community who has so much respect and love for Sonia. I have seen Sonia in citizenship court many times, And I think if there's one thing I can say about Sonia is that she brings dignity to every occasion and at all times. And she will represent this ward with the dignity and the excitement and the diversity that you really are. So I put my money where my mouth is, and I don't even live here.
My name is Wendy. I too don't live in this ward, but I've been a long-time professional friend of Sonia's. I worked at the Edmonton Institution for Women, and part of my job was a community social worker. I can talk and attest to Sonia's desire to have what's called human security. My job was to take the women from the Edmonton Institution for Women and take them into the community for the first time. And one of the first places I went was to find Sonia, where she took and embraced women from the community and helped them to rebuild their life. So in terms of employment equity, in terms of human security, talking about safe city, and having everyone recognized for what attributes they have, we couldn't have a better contender, and somebody who stepped forward to make Edmonton the great place and continue to do that. So with that, we ask for your prayers, blessing, as Michael said, and money, and energy to support her and her family. Thank you.